Today is Guru Purnima. Yet the Purnam, or perfection, the perfect fullness of the Guru, Sri Bhagavan, is always. Who is Sri Ramana? Silence is perhaps the most eloquent expression of that. The truth of the Maharshi. In order to know him as he is, why, this is knowing God as God is. One must first relinquish any limitations on one's own vision. Approach as a body, one sees a body. Approach as an individual, one sees some other kind of individual. But he is not the body. And he transcends individuality or egoity entirely. The removal of one's own definition by virtue of inquiry into oneself or by deep devotion results in an absorption in the truth that he is. That is the truth of the self. The way to know what he is to know your own being. Of course, it is by his grace and his teachings put into practice, that is, by self-inquiry and its result in self-knowledge, that you know yourself. If we approach as someone seeking the truth, then he is the Guru that reveals the truth, a Sadguru, a true Guru that reveals the truth. If seeking that truth within ourselves, the form of the seeker is dissolved, what then remains? The greatness of that, the bliss of that, the truth of that cannot be conceived, much less described. From the position, that is the imagined perspective, of identifying oneself as an embodied individual, who he is, what that Brahman is difficult to grasp. If the I am the body conception is abandoned, and the ego is destroyed by seeking its source, by knowing its nature, then the truth of Sri Ramana is self-evident. To whom is it self-evident? To him, of course. Because if this truth is realized, that is the truth of the self within you, if the self that he knows and declares himself to be is realized within yourself, there remains nothing to you but him, that, the one absolute. Again, as long as we think in terms of individuals, this would seem utterly impossible. Abandon the false ego notion by inquiry to see what it is, and what's being indicated is self-evident. though he is the one by whose wisdom the truth is revealed, and by whose grace everything is cared for, he is also that undivided, undifferentiated, birthless, imperishable existence, which is the only reality. To imagine yourself to be something other than that is a case of misidentification or ignorance, the cause of bondage and its resultant suffering. Meditating on the teaching he has imparted about knowing oneself, bondage proves to be an illusion, ignorance only imagination. The very seed or potential of suffering is done away with. And the ability to misidentify is utterly lost. So what can we say about the Maharshi, who he is? He is a jnani, a great sage. Yes, but more than that. He is a Sadguru who liberates from the imagined bondage all who seek him. Yet he is more than that. He stands as that which transcends the three states of waking, dreaming, and sleep. That is, stands beyond the mind and the body and the senses and everything else, including all the forms of this world. Yet he is something greater than that. He is that which is unborn and indestructible, the timeless, the spaceless. Yet even this does not adequately describe him. Consider this the next time you use his name, think about him, read a book about him, read something of his teachings. So who is Sri Ramana? You had best find that out within yourself. While inquiring within yourself, to know yourself,